Just one of these tanks you see behind me can treat up to 6 houses on septic systems. As a handful of this, it works just as well as 6 filters. I'm Serena DeVanzo, your Panacea neighborhood reporter, live at the Marine Gulf Speciman Lab. You may be wondering, algae, isn't that what causes pollutants in our waterways? Well, some can, but the algae growing here is trying to help with it. Hypnea is a type of marine red algae that can clean up the nitrogen and phosphorus in our waters. These pollutants can cause red tides, so algae like this can suck them up before they can go out and create a red tide bloom. Cypress Ridlow explains how the growing population and hotter temperatures here in Florida are creating more issues with these pollutants. Even affects places like Wakulla Springs.
The algae was blooming in the spring so much that you couldn't see to the bottom. When I was 10, it was crystal clear. It looked like you were just looking through a mirror. And that's a perfect example of some of our, local natural treasures that have been badly affected by human growth.
This project takes the backwash from the tank filters in the marine lab and filters all the solid particles out. Then the algae finishes filtering it by removing the phosphates and nitrates in the water. The project is funded by the Florida Department of Environmental Protection Projects and Innovative Technologies grant, as well as filtering invisible pollutants. Ridlow says that this algae can also be utilized in other ways, such as food, in pharmaceuticals, and as fertilizer. However, if their research continues to go on track, they're looking into working with our local oyster farmers.
Our next step is to do something called a string culture, where we fuse this algae into pieces of rope and then maybe partner with some oyster farmers to have it out there and at their farms in the water naturally. And as it grows, it'll help clean up the water around the Dickerson Bay, Appalachia Bay area.
As of now, Ridlow says their first round of data is showing great success in the lab.
I'm seeing my fish happier. I'm seeing my corals happier. I'm seeing the water just cleaner.
Ridlow, the first phase of research will last for about a year. They're excited to look into what markets the algae can be used in the future. Reporting live in Panacea, Serena DeVanzo, ABC 27.